Welcome back to the Twisted Worlds. We're continuing with Talis' adventure, and we're in the middle of a murder mystery. Someone has died, and Talis must figure out who did it. You may be asking yourselves, do I know who the killer is? Well, yeah, of course. Do you know? God, I hope not. We've only been like one episode into this part. Anyway, before we get into it, the roll of the dice is chaotic, but none more so than the algorithm. So be sure to like, subscribe, share the video, leave a comment, all that stuff. Let's get to it. Talis charges into the night, with Thalia and guards in tow. Many onlookers trying to look, but guards stopping them. Talis is let through. There she sees a brutal sight. A man cut open like a pig. His innards scattered. Blood everywhere. Eyes gouged out. Tongue cut out. And all around, crescent moon shapes painted with blood everywhere around the site. This is not just a murder, but a slaughter. Now, to determine which one of these sorry sods is okay. Talis approaches the body. There she sees a familiar face. This is Carl Westford. Talis, knowing she just met this man earlier in the day, she seems to think the obvious suspect would be Wesley Riverford. Due to the argument earlier, Talis suspects he might have something to do with it. She calls two of her guards over and issues the order to apprehend Wesley on suspicion of murder. Thalia then chimes in. Ma'am, isn't this a little too hasty? Talis interjects. I agree. I mean, he's the only one who had a motive from earlier. But just to be sure, we'll check the site. Has there Are there any witnesses? No, ma'am. No witnesses. I don't want to doubt Wesley, but we really don't have much to go on. That argument this morning is the closest thing to a motive we've got at the moment. And if not, well, at least we can rule him out. I'll apologize myself in that case. But it's better safe than sorry. So, let's have a look around, shall we? Okay. Okay, that's a net 20 plus the bonuses I have for investigation. Oh boy. Talis examines the scene. Blood all around, all marks. The crescents are specific. Talis makes a note of them. As to why the crescents are there, she doesn't know. But she does choose to investigate the body further. Upon investigating, she discovers that Carl was cut up with a very fine blade. Extremely sharp, but very thin. The man's eyes were gouged out with a similar blade. This was one weapon that did all this. Talis looks around the area more. Get a good roll going. Okay. She sees a trail of blood heading down further into the alley. Following it leads her towards the river. As she looks over the edge, she notices the blood trail go into the water. Whoever this was escaped through the river Talis issues an order to her men. Ask around, see if anyone has been seen wet. Wet, ma'am? The killer escaped through the river. Aye, ma'am. A few of the men go to report to their peers and organize a frantic search. As Talis continues to investigate, a guard approaches her. Ma'am, we've got Carl Westford. Bleh. We got Wesley Riverford. Waiting for you over by the barracks. We don't have him under lock and key, but we do have guards around him just to be safe. Good, he shouldn't suspect too much then. Alright, everyone. We need to get this crime scene cleaned up. Get the body to Father Ignatius and the sisters. Ma'am. I'm gonna go talk to Wesley. Later. Talis is returned to the barracks. There she meets Wesley Riverford, the only suspect that they possibly have at the moment. Ma'am, I just wanted to say sorry for my drunken behavior before, if this is what this is about. Well, Wesley, it's not entirely unrelated. Wesley looks slightly confused, but worried at the same time. Tell me, have you and Carl Westford have always been at odds, or is it just that one drunken incident? We didn't really get along. We sort of disliked each other, but nothing too untoward, just like kind of like neighbors who don't get along sort of thing. We don't actively go out of our way to obstruct each other or anything. And that this morning it was just one of the rare circumstances where we were both in a position where we mouthed off at each other. Talis looks at the man, eyes him, his hands, every inch of his mannerisms. He is telling the truth. I see. What's this about, ma'am? Not too long ago, Carl Westford was found murdered. Horror and shock came across Wesley's face. Uh, Carl? Dead? Wait a minute. Did you bring me here on suspicion that we didn't have much to go on? We just needed an account of events. At the very least, try to get our heads around everything. Sorry if it seems presumptuous to think you were the killer, but it is presumptuous. How would you think that? I know from what you said you're telling the truth, and I apologize for that. But we literally had nothing else to go on there. All we know was we only knew like 4 facts. And, well, one of those facts being you were seen arguing with him earlier this day, so. Again, I apologize, but. No, that makes sense. If you don't have a lot to go on, then I guess I can't fault you. So, you were dragged off this morning by a friend of yours. Yes, Alan. Who dragged Carl off? Uh, Desmond, I believe. Okay, so this Desmond. Alright, for formality's sake, though, I need you to tell me what happened after that time and where you can place yourself. Alright, ma'am. I was taken home. When I got up, I was a bit hungover. That was about in the afternoon. Took a breather. Got some water. An elixir for hair of the dog to cure the hangover. And I went about doing things at home. And it was then that the guards came and asked me to come with them. Said they needed my help with something. Alright. Is there anyone who can verify the story for you? My wife, Alexandra. She helps me with my work and and she brings me food. She can vouch for that as well. Alright. Alexandra can testify for you. It can place you at the time of the murder. And the last person we currently know who was talking to Carl was Desmond. That's about so, yes. Alright. Sorry to trouble you this late at night. Oh, it's fine. If there's any help I can give, just let me know. Thank you. I'll let you go now. Thank you, ma'am. Wesley gets up to leave. As he does, Talis calls a guard in. Yes, ma'am? A friend of Carl's, Desmond. Oh, yeah, I know him. Then we need a. He was the one who took Carl off this morning, so we need to put up. We need to track where he was. Oh, I got you, ma'am. Trying to trace Carl's footsteps. Understood. I'll bring Desmond over right now. A few minutes pass. Familiar face walks into the room. The man who walked Carl off this morning, Desmond. Oh, guard captain, I was told you wanted to see me? Just so you know, I didn't do anything wrong, or... Talis looks at him. As she does, she realizes he's telling the truth. He has done nothing untoward. But that doesn't help in trying to find a killer. Yes, you took Carl with you after his drunken altercation this morning, correct? Yeah. I'm sorry for Carl's behavior, but he's not a bad person. Just he can be difficult at times, but that's it. I don't question his character. This is not what it's about. What is it about then? Not long ago, Carl Westford was found dead. Carl's dead? Yes. We're not trying to pin the finger on you or anything. We just trying to get a sense of what happened to Carl after the drunken altercation. Oh, I see. Well, then, ma'am, if you would, I brought Carl back home. I got him to his bed and left out some water. Then I went back home. Did Carl live with anyone? No, he didn't really live with anyone. neighbors? Not really. But he did have a routine. Routine? Yeah. Um, Sometimes this would lead to him drinking, other times it wouldn't. But he would take strolls in the afternoon and be home by night. So, Carl leaves home in, in the afternoon and is found dead at night. Where exactly does Carl live? Uh, Up north, northwest to beyond the bakery. Yeah. Burger's Bakery, huh? Yes, ma'am. All right. Thank you. Be sure to have a guard escort you back. Will do. Another guard walks into the room. Calling for Burger, ma'am? Correct. As she walking out, half an hour later, a tired orc woman comes in. Ugh, what's going on, lass? What's going on? Sorry to ruin your sleep, Burger. There's some noise and hullabaloo going around out there. What's going on, dear? Carl Westford was found murdered. Burger jolts awake at the words she heard. Oh man, Carl. You didn't think I'd have anything to do with it, would you? Not really. Although we can't confirm nor deny it, ma'am. We're just trying to get an idea of where Carl has been going lately. His friend Desmond told me that he lives past your bakery. You ever see him go on his walks? I have. Pass by the bakery almost every day. He looked a little groggy. Probably hung over or something. I see. Anything else you can tell me? Anything that stands out? Now that you mention it, ma'am, something caught his attention as he was walking by. went into the alleyways. About 5 doors down from my shop. Talis thinks. 5 doors down from her shop. That's about 10 away from the murder scene. I see, Berga. Thank you for the assistance. No problem, man. No problem, ma'am. Berga leaves. Talis looks around the room. Guards have come in and Talis has found a way to think it through. So Carl goes home, is taken home by Desmond. Desmond puts him to bed, gives him some medicine for his hangover. Then Carl wouldn't. If he took the medicine, he wouldn't be as groggy as he was. So I assume he went to walk off the hangover in the air. He walks by Burgers, spots something in the alleyway, goes to investigate. Then a little ways away from where he investigated, he's murdered. Once he's murdered, the killer brutally takes him apart, covers the scene with blood, then goes and leaves, escaping into the river. Ma'am, you should probably get some rest, Thalia says. Take some sleep for the rest of the night. Come morning, it'll be really busy. Alright. You're right. Let's go. Come morning, the sun's up. Everyone around is a bit on edge. After Talis has finished eating her meal, her and Thalia step out. They decide to walk along the river. She orders 3 of her men on the other side of the river as they all walk down. If the killer escaped through the river, there must be something around. That's a good thought, ma'am. One of the men chimed in. Ma'am, There's some wet spots here, like a dried up puddle or something. Talis looks forward. The way leads to the local graveyard. Check the graveyard. Make sure. See if you can find anything. In the meantime, in the meantime, we'll keep searching along the river just to be sure. Ma'am. The day passes. The day passes, and they didn't find any other clues. There's no guarantees that that spot before is where the killer got away out of the and got out of the river. But it's the only thing we've got. As Talis and Folly return to go to the barracks, a guard rushes on horseback towards her. Ma'am, ma'am, what is it? Another murder. What? We don't know how it happened. Where? Riverford Manor. Wesley. As she runs, towards Riverford Manor, as there she sees a gruesome sight at the entrance. Two dead bodies of a man and a woman. Alexandra and Wesley Riverford. Murdered. Talis looks. Impaled on the fence. Both of them. Crescents on the ground. Made out of blood. Just like the previous sight. Talis looks at the gruesome image before her. A gouging cut on both their faces. One along Wesley's right cheek, and the other along Alexandra's left. Talis clenches her fists. As the blood of the two falls to the ground. As Talis looks in anger and frustration at the two poor souls. Her ears twitch. She looks far to the right. and notices a cloaked figure moving to the darkness. Talis then moves to make haste and chase the figure. Could this be the killer? Or could it be a valuable witness? Talis can't help but think who this figure could be, as she's ordered her people to stay behind and investigate the area while she makes chase. And that is where we'll leave it this time. I'll see you next time on the Twisted Worlds.